Good morning, South Africa and the rest of the world. I am Wona for I Love Marvel Live News. Now, in this morning, the news are making the waves right now. Mthembu doctor dies in helicopter crash. Now, as reported in Johannesburg, in a tragic turn of events, shortly after trying to save a minister in the presidency, Jackson Mthembu's life, Dr. Rudolph Moyonyane died in a helicopter crash. Two doctors, a nurse, a paramedic, and a pilot died when a Netcare medical emergency chopper crashed in Bergville, KwaZulu-Natal on Thursday. They were on their way from Johannesburg to fetch a critically ill patient from Durban. Health Minister Zweli Mkhize says Moyonyane delayed the flight in order to help Mthembu, who passed away from a COVID-19 related illness. Now, one of the doctors who has passed away in the crash was actually called by a friend, Dr. Paul William, to come and assist to save Minister Jackson during that difficult time, Mkhize adds. Now, heading on to the second story making the waves right now along the COVID-19 lines in South Africa. West Coast still reaching its peak. Now, as reported in Morrisburg, the West Coast is the only district in the Western Cape still not over the COVID-19 peak. On Tuesday, the West Coast District Municipality recorded an increase of 809 new active coronavirus cases. Western Cape Health MEC Noma French Mbombo says the spike in infections in the area may be a result of travelers from other provinces and seasonal farm workers. Now, Mbombo said that the province will support the municipality. Otherwise, to head on to the international front right now, Biden says a vaccine rollout has been a dismissal failure and urges Americans to wear a mask for 99 days. Joe Biden has warned that the fight to bring coronavirus under control in the US is a one-time undertaking, devoting much of his first full day in office to tackling the pandemic. The new president signed 10 executive orders on Thursday that are designed to ramp up testing, tackle vaccine shortages, and increase mask wearing nationwide. More than 400,000 have died as a result of COVID-19 in the US, and more than 24.5 million cases have been confirmed, with 4,367 fatalities confirmed in the past 24 hours. Now, Mr. Biden has described the rollout of vaccines in the US as a dismissal failure so far and vowed to expand vaccine manufacturing in the coming weeks. Now, to take a look in our weather for today, we start off with a rather sunny 16 degrees Celsius, gradually making our way to a 29-degree peak at the end of the day going into the evening. We are to expect 0% chance of rain and southwesterly winds over most parts of Johannesburg. Now, to take a look at our financial indicators for this hour, the dollar is trading at 15 Rand 99 cents, with the euro coming in at 18 Rand 35 cents, and the pound at exactly 20 Rand 63 cents. Otherwise, to recap on the top story for this hour, Mthembu's doctor dies in helicopter crash. Otherwise, that was me with the news. Wona. Over to Siyo Mali with the sports. That was proudly brought to you by ENCA and Sky News, according to them. Yes.
Yes, good morning, South Africa. The time is exactly 8 minutes past 10. It is the 22nd of January 2021. I am Siyo Mali with the sports headlines. Cristiano Ronaldo becomes all-time top goaler soccer. Kolisi back to lead DHLWP in Cape Town semi-final. I will definitely elaborate at the bottom of the hour. Those are the sports headlines. I am Siyo Mali. Back to the Marvel Rush.
Yeah, that's how are you?
I am good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great.
It's a Friday.
It's a freaking Friday.
It's a freaking Friday.
Yo,
it's a freaky Friday.
It's a freaky Friday. honest, I remember these times.
Yay!
When we used
Kwakumnandi
to-
gogo.
Nah, say,
It is
and
just
just
us
about
two.
90.
And I
You
just said that
are
kumnandi balapha man.
Kayas,
Kumnandi.
kusekhaya.
It is home. It
Mm.
feels like home. It feels like home. Good morning, South Africa. Molen. This is the Melville version. I love Melville.live. I am Siyo Mali, and I am here with Wona the Great. Definitely, it is a Friday. We're talking all things Freaky Friday. What is happening this weekend? You know, what are we doing this weekend? The fashion do's and don'ts for this weekend. You know, what do we wear these days? You know, what do we used to wear back then that we don't wear now? You know, in the second hour, we have an amazing guest. You know, his name is Smashizo. He's an MC from all the way at Davidson. He's going to be here with us via StreamYard. We're talking to him. And later on in the show, we're talking about artists and music that we used to listen to back then, you know, or Ifani or Malaika. Where are they now? And I feel like I need to Google and find out Barbie. And I feel like we also need to put on Umafikizolo. How Umafikizolo has been with us.
Like,
it's been over 20 years.
They did have a break, and then they came back.
They came back with a bang.
With a bang. Ngeke balunge, ngeke baqede.
We're gonna have a great show today. But we're gonna go to the ad break, just a quick one, and we'll be right back. Style ad break, assembly. Are we live? We thought we were gonna get 2 adverts, but it's fine. It's okay. One of the great. Where can the people get us if they want to get in touch?
All right, my people. Yes, so please, if you guys want to join us, if you guys want to stream with us, please join us on all our social media platforms right here at ilovemarvel.live. Yes, on Twitter it is at ilovemarvel. And then on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram, we got you at ilovemarvel.live. And if you guys want to go to our YouTube channel, because now we inside we are at I Love Marvel Space Live. And if you guys want to comment, if you guys have any views, what are you guys doing this weekend? Please share with us. We need to know. I mean, if we don't find out from you, who else? At 066 066 013 4229. Siyo, remember YouTube used to have YouTube or that kids show SABC2 YouTube
TV
083 903 300. I still remember the number actually.
How's this week been for you? Before we get into the weekend,
I say it's been a lot. Like I won't even lie. These past 2 weeks have been the most challenging weeks I've faced. I kid you not. The weekend, what am I gonna do? I don't even have that resta. Like
rest buffet.
But with everything, with time, things get revealed. Things we find out why things happen the way they do. And I feel like if you're a believer in God, there will still always be manna in the desert, but eventually you will get into paradise. So the reason why I'm even able to come against it all, even to work, you know, and push through in this dream chasing, it's simply because Uthixo is alive. God is a living God, and we need not to give up. There were so many times in these past 2 weeks giving up, let alone not even having plans for the weekend. I'm not even gonna say giving up weekend plans in China, but I got to Friday. That's why he's not done with me.
Definitely
he's not. So man, that's all. And how about you?
It's been an okay week, From Monday, from me, I've just been in a good mood. obviously,
really goodness,
you know, there are going to be those little things that are going to happen, those mistakes, those things that are going to put you down. That's why person akhona phezulu kwetafile
namhlanje ubantu wenza enye
wethu person akhona phezulu kwetafile because ready. I am ready and then I'm forever ready.
I know.
But it's been a good week. As you said, you know, God is here. He's always with us. You know, He's the one who wakes us up every day. Jackson Temba kavukanga.
Exactly.
You know, but tina sivukile, and we need to be grateful to God that we able to wake up every day and, you know, be alive throughout the whole day and be able to go to bed again. That's why they always say, pray before you sleep.
Man, because
just to give thanks for the day.
Now, even when I heard about this whole Jackson Tembu death,
Minister
I was
Jackson
just like,
Tembu,
Minister Honorable Laibo. But I guess some things we need not question the whens and the whys, because God knows all of that. But condolences go out to the family,
to the colleagues, to the friends, everyone.
Because I mean, they're celebrating him. You know, it's always nice when people can celebrate you against it all.
Yeah,
you understand? And but I mean, with those sad news, I'm sure people are gonna plan to go to his this weekend. I'm sure, to his home. You know, pay tributes. You know, he was a very vital man in this country.
I wonder how the whole funeral is going to go, because we only allowed 50 people.
50.
So I mean, I'm sure all ministers want to go. You know, everyone in the parliament, everyone in the ministry wants to go. You know, so how is everyone supposed to be there in terms of parliament, government, and then family and friends as well? Because I'm sure he's also got a big family.
My thing is, I think they would make it. If I were to estimate, I think they should make it over a series of days.
Yes.
Besides, even for the people, his colleagues and whatnot, they can make a virtual thing. You understand? I mean, they were fortunate enough to spend as much time as they could with him. And all. So for me, I think they must just split it in terms of parliament and obviously do the social distancing thing and then go.
I think maybe with the actual funeral should just be close family and friends, and then go people who are in the parliament and you know everyone else and friends want to go. They should just go to memorial service. So a memorial service should be divided. No matter Z3 memorial service for parliament people, for friends, for family. Then the main funeral event is just close family and friends.
I also agree with you, honestly.
But we are sending condolences to the Tembu family and friends
at this moment.
We are sorry. I mean, I only found out about a person who called Jackson Tembu during this whole lockdown thing, where, you know, maybe the president would address us, and he would come 2 days, 3 days later to elaborate on what the president had said. You know, so that was the only time I knew about him. But you know, it was great to see him on TV, you know, hear his voice. At least now I've got a picture of who Minister Jackson Tembu is.
So,
but condolences to the family. What is happening this weekend?
That's the guide P. You know what, my friend? I think we must just do Netflix and chill.
Once. Because now today I thought we were gonna have that training in news, but that's cut out. So I think fika kwam and just relax.
Rest. I need to first pray.
Yeah,
honestly, definitely. I think I just need to dedicate 5 hours
of just prayer. Fast and pray. Yeah, and then tomorrow Saturday. What am I doing? I know I need to do something in Bram in the morning, and then when I come, I'm sure I'll be back by 12 midday. Dilale also. And then Sunday we've got that virtual meeting.
Yes.
That news training, and then I know after that I've got to see a friend. So that's just it. It's just me time.
For me today, I need that 5 hour prayer session. Praise and worship, something.
Definitely.
I definitely do need that. And then tomorrow there might be a small. There's this other friend of mine. Her friend is having a birthday.
Yeah.
But obviously she's just having like 5 people.
Small thing. Yeah.
So I managed to be a part of the 5.
5 people. Hey, wait.
So there might be that as well. But I did say I'll confirm. otherwise it's just about resting, doing my
Rest.
laundry.
Eh,
Sunday, I want my news people to be within, the training,
Yeah.
the workshop, and then rest and get ready for the next week. But I need to celebrate myself somewhere
First.
along this weekend because wow, I've come through,
Yeah.
I've come through alive.
And also, what do we do during lockdown on weekends?
That's it. You know what people are doing now? Before you give us the facts.
Yeah.
Weekends. Yeah, Abantu basically. What I've seen, what I've heard, people go to people's houses.
Yeah.
But they don't have these big shandies anymore because now people are actually starting to take this COVID very
Seriously.
Even I was surprised this one time. I went to go and see another friend of mine at this other student accommodation. And you know how student accommodations during weekends become rowdy. Because now there's not even alcohol sales.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about illegal stuff.
Back
door. There's a back door. That's a segment for another day, actually. But yeah, Abandu, they starting to appreciate themselves more. I'm just like, even when
I've gotten used to it.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes I can't even feel, but I'm wearing a mask.
Sierra gave birth with a mask on. Guys,
right.
I can't even imagine giving birth with a mask on. But yeah, so or they go swimming.
Yeah.
Some of these complexes do have swimming facilities, even though I had said, guys, but swimming pool COVID, that's not because if my man's in.
I want to swim. I love the water.
But how was COVID found in a fish then? Because last year it was found in a fish. Remember that?
So does China. And
but wow, all right. But yeah, that's what I've abandoned on Netflixing more and chilling, and they taking time to appreciate themselves. I think everyone is just settling into it. Abantu have stopped fighting the whole thing where, oh my goodness, it's COVID. I think now people are starting to sink in their head. And I think Abantu Balindelela vaccine. I kid you not, once Ufmani vaccine, it's going to be like hating. So yeah, for me, that's what I think people are doing. On your side, what do you think they're doing?
Just relaxing, some people are not obviously following the regulations.
Yeah.
There are these mini house parties.
Yeah, I was not a part of this, I swear.
There are these mini house parties that are happening, and then people get the backdoor things, I know guys. I know what's
the backdoor things. What does backdoor mean?
My friends is on the news, backdoor.
Right.
For alcohol. So people argue. We can't run away from the fact that these things are happening. But we are not the people that are going to expose other people, or say this is where people are getting them.
We can say allegedly now. We can't, because I haven't witnessed one. I don't know. Have you witnessed any?
I haven't seen anything. I haven't bought anything. But we do see on Twitter someone says, "Hey guys, I've got a plug in Cape Town," or "I've got a plug in Joburg."
I'll take
it or leave it. With the prices that are very high.
Take it or leave it. I'm like, you can pay school fees with this money. That's your buy.
Yes, that's school fees. So people are doing those. People are relaxing, spending time with family, spending time with friends. But cars.com says 8 fun and interesting things to do during the coronavirus lockdown. So firstly, self-care. Very important is self-care. It says, in times of turmoil, self-care often gets neglected. It is termed unnecessary, keeping in mind the bigger picture that is of the world turned upside down. It is hard to be nice to yourself when the world, as we know, isn't up in flames. But keeping yourself first is key. It is time to realize that being gentle to yourself first is crucial for your mental health. Very important.
I always tell people, guide your peace of mind like nobody's business. All right. And you just need to just stay, because now with all the noise, the chaos happening, you kind of need to bring yourself back down to earth.
You do.
And fear that's inside your head and all of these things. So Yeah, I do believe that.
I know last year around August, September, there was a time I was like, COVID-19 is too much. It's here.
Really?
And I was feeling heavy. And I was like, you know what? I'm going home. And I took the last money that I had, my allowance. And I remember I was supposed to buy sneakers with that money. And I was like, I'm booking a bus ticket. I'm going home.
Yeah, go to
I'm school, I'll see everything else. I'm going home. I can't. It was here. I needed to relax and find myself and find my and come back down. So it's very important. Mental health comes first. You know, your sanity, your peace, your happiness comes first.
It's like nobody's business.
So sometimes you just need to relax. You know, if you need to run, if you need to work out, do that. If you need to read a book, do it. If you feel like, you know, you need to try on a new mask for your face, you know, mix something, turmeric, lemon, whatever, mix it.
Avocado.
Hey, and then do it. Those things help, you know, you lay down, you put some cucumbers, you know.
Okay, no, you take it too far.
And then you relax, you know, you enjoy.
You rest.
Yeah, you rest. Secondly, learn a new skill. You know, for the fun part, weekends are for fun. Whether it is learning how to do makeup from YouTube, learning how to recycle old clothes, or maybe even learning a new language, quarantining can be pretty helpful in making out time for new hobbies. Yeah, maybe I don't know how to do makeup, so maybe I now don't have time. Maybe last year, you know, I would have tried to learn how to do makeup, but Nalayo is expensive because you need to first go buy the makeup products and go buy the makeup brushes. So it's not really learning a new skill because you have to buy the things first, and the makeup is expensive.
But who said a skill does not have a price?
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's like you put in something, you get something.
Yeah, but you're learning. Yeah.
So in terms of what I've learned during COVID is minding my own business.
Yeah.
That was free of charge. Minding my own business and actually having God as a gatekeeper to my mouth, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then thirdly, it says cook your heart out. So says most days cooking seems like a hassle, especially if you're in a rush to get it done. Cooking, however, is the greatest stress buster if it is done correctly. This is the time to whip up your master chef hats. People, pantry recipes are the newest food trend, keeping in mind that difficulty to get your hand out of fresh recipes and ingredients. So cook something new. I mean, I know I tried. Yeah, I know I tried a new recipe. I've always wanted to cook prawns. Really? Always wanted to cook prawns.
Them?
I did. I made prawn pasta. It was. I'm not trying to flex.
Did it have the flakes and that?
I'm not trying to flex, but it was amazing. It was amazing. And I loved
the butter on it. There's butter.
It was creamy. It was rich. Oh my!
This is why I said let's have like a slumber.
We should. And I've always wanted to cook prawns, and my mom was always like, "No, prawns are expensive," and they are expensive. I won't lie. And then in December, she's like, "You know what, my child, it's fine. I was taking prawns just for you." And I made it, and she was impressed because at first I was scared, like, we bought these prawns, they're so expensive. What if I mess it up? Because I've never cooked them. What if I mess it up and I've never watched someone cooking them? So, I mean, I was really scared, you know, but I made it and it was creamy, it was amazing. I've got a comment from Nombuso, Sweeter Brown. Ladies, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Nombuso, we hope you are good.
Oh, you're having a freaking Friday. What are you doing? Tell us.
What is happening? Please let us know.
Weekend? Yeah.
So, I mean, I tried cooking. Have you tried anything lately? New recipe?
I won't even lie. I'm a Kota girl.
I knew it was going to come there. I knew. Well, do you even have pots? Do you even own pots?
No, I don't.
Hi.
Guys, I will say. No, because, you know, ever since I moved to Joburg, guys, I kid you not, my focus has just been dream chasing.
Yeah.
I was even surprised that where I'm staying, right? I was able to decorate my room and stuff because it just so happened that an ex-friend, she was going shopping.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, get these. And then I went the whole 9 yards. I was even getting feathers. I got all excited. But before, I would literally just go and buy that spread at, you know, Pep, the gray and black one that guys use. I literally would, my place looked like a guy's place, especially when I stayed in Maboneng.
Yeah.
I had a very nice loft, but it was not decorated.
What?
Nothing.
And Maboneng flats need that deco.
I did not have time for that because my thing is I can't lose the momentum. So indoors Elendo, it's just so sometimes even now when I wake up and I'm just like, oh my goodness, there's like pink stuff, there's like feathers. I get shocked myself.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Is this my room? Yeah.
You know, so I feel like I even now when it comes to cooking and stuff, but don't get me wrong. If ever someone were to come over, I will try and make a plan.
Yes.
Do you get what I mean? Because now I think I've told myself that, you know, when I get to the places I've seen for myself, you know, get that house that I turn into a home and all of that, that's when I'll get the pots, because even maybe the pots that I would like to get now are not the pots, you know, I can afford right now. But was time. So I think I'm specific when it comes to things like that. So and I'm always on the move. So you never know when you dream chasing until you get your final landing. That's
then
when,
you get everything else.
So I don't cook. I kid you not. So whatever I grab, you know, whatever, even if it's noodles, sometimes I can go on an empty stomach because I'm thinking too much. I'm thinking too much.
And when you don't even eat in the morning, I'm like,
I actually don't. Remember I told you, I was like, I actually don't. Breakfast for me is a myth.
Yeah.
It's a myth now. When I was a child, I would eat breakfast, but now it's a myth.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's me right now.
Wona doesn't eat, guys, but because she's pushing her dreams, and when she does get those dreams come true, she's gonna buy some pizzas. I saw Mrs. Z, you know.
Baby Olive.
Hey, yes, but it is time for the news.
Yes, guys, it is exactly 10:30. It is the bottom of the hour, and Wona Makwangwane bringing you the headlines making the waves right now in and around South Africa. So, firstly, Jackson Mthembu, remembered by his colleagues, a political giant, has fallen. Those are the sentiments of many political leaders who work closely with the minister in the presidency, Jackson Mthembu. He succumbed to COVID-19 related complications. Now, I will be giving you a full read at the top of the hour. Otherwise, secondly on the list, SABC threatened with a blackout. Now, we all know there is a bit of tension happening with the workers and, you know, SABC retrenching some of the workers, and a lot happening around there, according to ENCA reporters. So I will update you at the top of the hour. Otherwise, the headline making the waves on the international front along COVID-19 news. Latest updates: Minister admits lockdown measures are draconian as government considers cash to isolate the scheme. Now, coronavirus latest: everyone who tests positive for coronavirus could soon be eligible for a €500 payment under government plans. That's all happening in the UK. You guys will get a full update at the top of the hour. Otherwise, that was according to ENCA and Sky News. So do stay tuned. Otherwise, over to Siyo Mali with the sports bulletin. My girl.
Yeah. Good morning. The time is 32 minutes past 10. It is the 21st of January. No, it is the 22nd of January 2021. I am Siyo Mali with the sports news and football news. Portuguese striker Cristiano Ronaldo is officially football's top scorer of all time. The 35-year-old has surpassed Joseph Pican for the most goals scored for the club and country in football history, with his tally now at 760 goals scored. Ronaldo has continued to defy his age since arriving from Real Madrid for around €100 million in 2018, and his strike against Napoli in the Italian Super Cup on Wednesday has now moved him top of the all-time scoring charts. He has recently moved past Brazilian legend Pelé, who has 757 goal scorers, who now moves down on third on all the time list, while Ronaldo is fourth, and Ronaldo's Barcelona rival Lionel Messi makes up the top five with 719 goals to his name so far. Ronaldo has won titles in England, Spain, and Italy. He won the UEFA Champions League with both United and Madrid, but he is yet to lift the trophy with his turn inside. He has scored 15 goals in a 14 Series A games this season, which has put him as the league's leading the top scorer currently. In rugby news, Springbok captain Siya Kolisi is back to lead DHL Western Province in the Carring Cup semi-final against the South Sea Sharks in Cape Town on Saturday. Having missed the previous 2 games due to COVID-19 protocols, Kolisi returns to an open side flank of the payoff match, which kicks off at 4:30 at DHL Newlands. The back line that did duty in DHL's Western Province victory against the Toyota Cheetahs in Bloemfontein 3 weeks ago remains unchanged. So Siya Kolisi is playing, I'm guessing, yes, it is this weekend at 4:30 in Cape Town against South Sea Sharks. And he's everywhere.
Yeah, we have even the DST adverts.
DSTV and wait, I want you to get there. There was a time where Mama and I were watching TV. Siya Kolisi during that DSTV Netflix advert. What, Mama? In this way, and I understand why Mali advert. That is because he's good at it. Yeah, that is because he's good at it. There's a time he did also Adidas, something with an Adidas advert.
Because after that, he's the big icon right now. So everyone, in Cristiano Ronaldo, CR7.
Yeah,
Afuna Londo. So I'm happy for him because when it's your time, Yan, it's your time.
When it's your time, it's your time.
All these things will come, all these endorsements. As long as it's into everything that he works hard towards, they are finally paying off. So I'm really happy for him. But otherwise, Cristiano Ronaldo, guys, Pele, guys. Okay, now the guy is probably in his 80s right now. They're both forwards. The other one, Cristiano, Portuguese, and Upele Mosi is Brazilian.
Yes.
So it's really crazy how, Cristiano is what? 34, 35?
Yeah, but to 35 years.
Yeah, so he's 35. So, 45 years later, here is this guy who's now has taken over Lendo because, Pele was deemed the greatest according to FIFA. So now Cristiano at such a tender age.
Yeah,
I don't know when.
Scorer.
Imagine, I don't know when they gave Upele the title as the greatest.
Yeah.
But Cristiano at 35, guys, let's talk about it. But I guess in terms of football age, he's old, he's legendary. But for you to be deemed, because otherwise, honestly, I cannot think.
Yeah, but the time is 10:36. We're gonna go to an ad break and we'll be right back.
Don't change URLs. We're going to an ad, does it?
Yeah, we are still waiting. What are the URLs?
The URL
in the meantime,
check out right here on ilovemarvel.live. It is a Marvel Rush at I Love Marvel L on Twitter and on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. It's at ilovemarvel.live, and on YouTube, it's at I Love Marvel Space Live. And guys, if you guys want to share your comments, tell us what's happening this week. Do you know of an artist that actually, you used to look up to, but where are they now? That's what we're going to talk about in the third hour. So please share your comments on our WhatsApp line at 066 013 4229. Otherwise, let's go to that ad we promised you. Get some more.
But normally, I know what you used to listen to.
And
Yebo,
we
yebo.
are back.
We are live, back like
Yebo.
It is the 22nd of January 2021. I am Siyo and this is Wona the Great. Yes, this is the Melville Rush on I Love Marvel dot live. We're talking all things weekend. What do you do on a weekend? Let us know. What's happening this weekend. What do you usually do on a weekend? I think we had a comment. I think Unambuso replied to us. Yes.
Nombusa has like another comment, where she's like, Utini.
During the heavy, because I remember we asked her what is she doing this weekend. So she replied and saying, during the heavy lockdown last year, I worked on myself, changed the 90% plant-based and experimented with cooking. All right, okay. Tell us what recipes were you checking out? What ingredients were you doing? She also says, I started yoga during lockdown and still at it. Feels amazing. Wish I started a long time ago. And then I pinned the ad to Nombuso, Tato, Buttercup, and Silver put me onto your show. I'm excited. Yeah. Thank you to Tato Malendu Putke. And Silver, thank you so much for putting Nombuso on the show. I hope you are enjoying it, Nombuso. And thank you so much for tuning in. Also, more things to do during lockdown. They're saying cars.com says pet grooming. I don't even like pets, but it says...
Just tell me, because I know people, it's always like a cat story. Guys, what did cats do to black people?
It's not even.
Let's talk.
Okay, I know every black person doesn't like cats. So now I fall under that. Nobody white, nobody blue, nobody gray. I don't care.
I've once seen, I remember I was praying out like in the wilderness. And I actually saw a white cat with blue eyes. I was like taken away. I was blown away. I was just like, I was not a fan of cats.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of dogs or cats. But, as you grow up, you hear these myths and, you grow older. It doesn't matter. Even the schools your parents used to take you to that are broad, that broaden your mind. But eventually you can't run away from your people.
Yeah.
So when I saw the white cat, I was just like, this is beautiful.
What?
And honestly, for me, I was just like, oh, this is God. He's probably like, I heard your prayers, girl. For me, no.
I know when I love pets. Even dogs, I'm scared of dogs. But I think now I'm old, I've grown. I'm not so scared. If a dog walks past me, it's fine. But I used to be scared. And going back to what you said, but it doesn't matter what schools our parents take us. My friend in primary school, I grew up with white people. I used to go sleep over I was that girl who used to do sleepovers, birthday parties. And when I get there are dogs and I used to cry. I remember I went to this girl's house, Jamie. And there were I think there were 2 dogs. My friend, I was on top of the dustbin outside because I was so scared. I was standing on top of the dustbin crying. Jamie, your dog! I was, oh my God. Yeah. So I was that bad.
For me, honestly, dogs. I think there was a point in time when I actually was angry with dogs.
Yeah.
I will tell you why. We used to have a dog called Coco at my grandmother.
Yeah.
I swear that dog was a person. Every time I'm like, Coco, get away. He'll just look at me like this and walk off like he owns the place. I'm just like, what dog is this?
Yeah.
And then they're like, actually, it's not a male, it's a female.
All right.
And my gran was like, no, I think my great grandmother's spirit is in this dog. So
I'd be scared.
This is when she told me this. She was just like, listen, Wona, there's a piece of chicken I left. They had KFC earlier. Order your own thing. Don't touch that chicken because it's Coco's food. I'm like, when I'm done eating KFC, I'm not supposed to eat leftovers.
Coco is a person.
I Sanu Coco.
Isn't Coco supposed to eat like bones?
Something like, you can leave a bit of the chicken. I kid you not. I was just like,
a full chicken.
My gran dived towards me. I kid you not. I was just like, wow, like, I was just like, actually, you know what? I'm done with Coco. And I think I started having that anger towards dogs. I'm like, so now I can't eat. And
the dog has to eat.
No, they're very nice, pets.
Is Coco still alive?
No, Coco actually went missing.
Oh.
My gran did like a search party. We did it.
Yeah.
But Ulandu Coco never came back till today. And, it's these things. He had gone missing. She had gone missing before. then we recovered her, and she started having these new things where she was sitting on she would sleep on the bed with us. I was like, "Guy Coco, you've got your own, ken outside. Why are you coming?" So I'm sure where he found himself at that time, or whatever family took him in that time when he went astray. They were teaching him all of these things. We're like, Coco, we got your own bed. You have a ken outside. It's not like sleeping outside. It's very comfortable. My little cousins, they like to play. So yeah, Coco went missing. But yeah, if I get a dog, I'll personally get a lion dog. I'm obsessed with lion dogs. You know those dogs with like the big fur?
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. So I'll take care of that and make it my COVID. Definitely.
But we've got a comment from Nobuso again. Nobuso Uti, cats are cool animals, unlike dogs. They teach you not to try and control them. You can have a cat, but the cat is not about you. They always come home.
Wait, no, listen, look at that comment. It says cats are cool animals. Are cool because the temperature is where they always, unlike dogs, they teach you not to try and control them. Let it be controlled.
Okay.
Which wants to be controlled?
Okay.
You can have a cat, but the cat is not about you. Let it be that's about you. They're about their own ulterior motives. They do always come home. When they go and lawyer you, they come back home. I'm joking.
Says again, my friend has health insurance for her dog. Before you ask, yes, she is.
Yeah.
Health insurance.
Yeah. They say that, like I said, some spirits, when they've passed, I think they come back and Ilendo. But, everyone has a different belief system. Like my gran, she was the one who actually showed me that Hlambi Ilendo's ngamane spirit. So I was just like, we need to treat them with Ilendo. There are those dogs where you cover because they come at you. But yeah, for me, Otherwise, what's next on the list?
During quarantine, during lockdown, you can also work out. Do a few exercises at home. I mean, there are exercises that you can find on YouTube, that don't need equipment, your squats, your lunges, crunches, your sit-ups, those type of exercises, they don't need any equipment. So I mean, you can literally just do those at home. I mean, I know I did some beginning of lockdown. In the beginning.
No, I just started now. For me, exercise.
Did you jog this morning?
Today was hectic.
Okay.
I needed the rest.
Tomorrow you're jogging.
Definitely. To make up for today. But I told myself I'm not going to be too hard on myself. It's going to be Monday to Friday.
Okay, that's good.
Then I give the weekend for my
rest.
The rest. And then carry on. But I will end of March.
Please.
Then I'm
so
good to go.
Results.
I want the glowing. I want
the whole snatched up.
Yeah, but
I think you're going to e-waste trainers.
I've got.
You've got.
It's so like it pinches me.
I want to wait because I'm thinking of going back to the gym in Feb. First week of Feb, I want to go back. So we're fully waist trainers. So
health goals.
Yeah.
You can try it out. Nandi, mind the 20 rand. Just say.
Nobody 50 right. Drink.
London song. Anyway,
and
definitely.
Then we've got DIY Galora. So it says DIYs are a great way to challenge yourself. They're not only to help to learn new things, but also a creative and productive use of your time. There's a wide array of things to choose from, but be it making your own artwork, building a little home office decor, or maybe even learning to sew to create new clothes. So do something,
creative. I think also just arts and creativity. It goes a long way.
Yes,
honestly, it does, and people just don't know, especially when you're in your mainstream.
Yeah.
Like your lawyers, your engineers, your doctors. There's nothing really artsy about that. And there's no color, there's no new, for me, it's very vital. You must put a splash of color in your life. And I think that's what makes everything so amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
Some color, and also bond with your quarantine partners during this lockdown. I know when I did some of
the
that.
quarantine, like I'm not in the quarantine.
Or somebody who does not mind
yes.
quarantining with somebody. But quarantine with family is also fun. Quarantine with friends as well. And when you do get bored or you just want your own space, you can go back to your own place and quarantine by yourself.
That's so true. But it's always nice to quarantine with someone.
Do you recommend it?
I actually do. Shem, it was a fun experience. It also got me, and luckily the guy is like in mainstream, so he was an accountant.
Yeah.
So if I needed to take a walk and write my journal or whatever, we gave each other that time.
All right.
Then I knew when it was time. I was cooking at that time. So he had pots. He had the pots.
And the ingredients.
And I'll go, we'd go grocery. It felt like we were married.
Oh my
it actually reminded me of, my fiance husband. Yeah, it did remind me of those days, but we got along. We didn't have any arguments. The only, I think, petty thing that was said was when his girlfriend wanted to come back.
Yeah, and wanted to get her phone.
No, you my quarantine babe.
Yeah.
I am not definitely going to let you bring that girl unless we're all three sleeping on one bed. Okay, I mind. I nearly said I don't mind. I mind. I'm your quarantine wife.
Yeah.
All right. And it was quite funny because we would laugh about it sometimes like, hey, I can't believe you gave me your quarantine husband. By force. I'm like, listen, you don't have a choice. When the country opens again, I'll go home.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'll be back. All right.
Hey, what? Yeah. I've got another comment from Nombuso Sweeter Brown. She says some people actually got to rest for the first time in years because work leave is never enough.
That's so true. Because don't you get like what 2 weeks in a whole year? Definitely.
So I think we should wrap it up before we get out of here. Just for 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and then we'll be right back. So we spoke about what to do this weekend. I mean, what and I told you guys what we were doing this whole week and how this whole week has been for us. We told you guys what are we doing this weekend as well. We've got comments from Nombu's also telling us what she's doing this weekend, how her week was as well, and then we went into things, fun things and interesting things, 8 fun and interesting things you can do during the COVID-19 lockdown. You can try baking, you can try cooking, quarantine with your family, your partners,
gym, exercise,
get a pet, try something new, try a new hobby, and obviously take care of yourself. Your peace, your sanity does come first.
It matters. You matter too. I think a lot of people, this COVID has shown them that you actually matter as well, because now when you disregard yourself, like also Nombuso was saying, a lot of people got to rest because nyani leave days.
Yeah.
Especially in the companies, they vary. But on average, I'm sure it's like 12 days to in a whole year. 12 days to rest.
Yeah.
Besides the weekend, because we know that weekend, some of the things that you didn't finish during the week, the weekend. So and then you do a recap on the Sunday for the weekend coming up.
Yeah.
So basically, that's your weekend gone. So this is where,
yes, guys, a weekend is nothing. It's nothing.
I kid you not.
Weekend.
Like I go Friday. And you're like go Saturday. Hi, Monday, where did the weekend go to?
And especially when you've got something to do and you're productive the whole weekend, you don't even have time to rest.
Being at the enemy of time.
Yeah.
It happens like that. That's very true. So, guys, please do rest. And this is the time where, even in resting, your mental state, it's like you are able to breathe and breathe in good new ideas, innovative ideas. A lot of people started different things during lockdown. And I'm sure if you guys took some of the advices we gave you guys today on what to do this coming up weekend, I'm sure somewhere, somehow you could find some new activity to do. But otherwise, it was really insightful. I really enjoyed this first segment.
It was, you know.
But yeah.
Second segment, we're getting into an interview with a whole Davidson MC. You know, he's done it all. This guy has done it all. Presenter.
Did you when I
It's done music as a presenter, as an MC. Yonkindo, he's gonna tell us what
Jack
else.
Of all trades.
Yeah, he's gonna tell us everything else he's been doing in the entertainment industry. You know, we're talking to Smash Siyo, you know, from Davidson. In the second hour, it's going to be a music lounge. So the second and third hour is a music lounge. Third hour, we're talking all things music we used to listen to back then that we don't listen to now. Artists that we used to listen to, you know, and look up to. Where are they now? What happened? Papa Papa's podcast. What happened? Papa the soil.
Don't change the URLs. You guys don't
change them. We're gonna end the podcast. We'll be right back.
Day before yesterday, actually, my mom is in Roundabout, right?
Yeah.
She calls me. It's like, yo, I almost called that name. She called me. Like, she's like, yo.
Yeah, I feel like
do you have your mask, my jinkeleza?
My
Nah, guys, man.
Okay.
Yeah, she calls me Panda, man. Come on. Panda, like isn't a panda.
Panda bear.
Yeah.
Oh, panda. Oh, when you're a panda when you were young.
Na.
Wait.
Needs 5 dance. Needs 5 dance.
You know, failing how to hum in church, you must just know it's chai.
Amazing. I want people to sing with me too. Amazing grace.